Hey, good morning. A little delayed getting started this morning. Just some of these days in this quarantine period, it's actually kind of hard to get going. Lots of things happening, and a busy life at home and at work. And but I'm really glad to take this time with you if you're here. Um, I wanted to share that the topic of today's meditation, which is a meditation on cultivating a sense of gratitude, which is kind of an overall experience of life, that actually happens in my theory anyway. Gratitude is spontaneous when you kind of check into it. It isn't manufactured. But I hesitate to step into this because this is one of those touchy areas where people in families and relationships oftentimes feel, stressed out, and people don't feel appreciated. So no one around us is grateful enough for our what we do or the contribution we make, and oftentimes we feel kind of a grudge about it. And sometimes even in families and relationships, gratitude kind of gets weaponized. I remember my poor mother, the mother of 9 children, when she would be at her wits' end, she would call us a bunch of ingrates. And basically, she was probably right. No one was grateful enough for what she was providing and the work she was doing. And she wasn't hearing that sense of gratitude enough, and it would boil over into this frustration. I also know that people who suffer trauma oftentimes are told, count your blessings, or kind of superficial things about gratitude. You should be grateful. Those kind of things don't really land well for folks who have suffered a lot of difficulty or who are right in the middle of a difficulty. So I want to be clear that the intention of this is not to impose on anyone some kind of demand for gratitude, to produce that as kind of a way of being good, or um, even, kind of as the ultimate answer to everything. It's really more, if you think of it, the way I would like to present this and cultivate this with you in a brief meditation is, if our awareness really did wake up and find us here in this moment, there'd be a mix of things. There'd be like some real sorrow and some guilt and some fear and some anger about how difficult life is. It's not easy. Um, and there are some of us who really have it hard. I mean, there are people really at the bottom of the barrel, struggling to get by, people with disabilities, people with psychiatric problems that are hard to understand from the outside. But, the suffering of many people is immense. So that's real and that's true. And social injustice is real and true. Poverty is real and true. Addictions, the way our society is maybe rigged to enrich a small percentage of people and to put a lot of other people into kind of a service mode that's grinding and grueling. All of that is real and true. So gratitude is not, especially the practice of it, is not meant to gloss over the suffering that's inherent in our human condition. If it's used that way, it's kind of offensive, you know, to be told to be grateful. And sometimes even abusers use that kind of language with their victims. You should be grateful for me, even though I'm oppressing you, harming you, controlling you. So none of this is meant in that way. So how is it meant? Well, in the midst of all the difficulty of being human, there's still beauty, and there's still the wonder of life and the possibility of love, friendship, and meaning. And when we encounter those, there is a spontaneous sense of gratitude. Like life actually is a gift. We don't even know where it comes from. People have theories and beliefs about that. I do know that I have my own theories and beliefs about it, but nothing I can prove. What I do know is that I didn't really ask to be here. Now, some people would feel that as like, well, I didn't ask for this burden. And definitely we see that. And I feel that sometimes. But I also didn't ask for this beauty and this wonder. I didn't ask for any of it, but it came to me. And here I am. And nurturing a sense of gratitude maybe opens me up to participate in this experience of my life in a more meaningful and supported way. Like I do feel connected to something that's beautiful, meaningful, inspiring. Um, and that's what gratitude is meant to help us do, is to ground ourselves in a positive sense of reality, which is hard to come by and hard to maintain. Nobody does it perfectly all the time. That's not the point. It's just another note in the symphony of life, gratitude. And so let's enter into some meditation, and we'll just see what happens if we open up to the question of gratitude. Like where does gratitude flow in my being if I slow down and just really pay attention to being here? So coming into this moment in awareness of where I am, it's okay just to generally notice this moment, all the senses that are alive, in just an open, diffuse way. Here I am listening and tasting, seeing, hearing, feeling on my skin, smelling in my nostrils, and then bringing awareness to the sense of connection to the place where I sit or stand or lie down, and noticing the posture that I intend for this moment. Noticing my feet connecting to the earth, noticing my butt where I sit, or my body where I lie down. And seeing if it's possible for you to open up to all of the sensations of the body, like you're just opening it up all at once. Your feet and legs and hips and pelvic area, the abdomen, chest and back, arms, shoulders, neck and head, all of it. And in this practice, seeing if it's possible for yourself to receive each sensation openly and without discrimination, like letting it all in, the pleasant, the neutral, and even the unpleasant if it's present. And allowing yourself, if you wish, to zoom in on specific sensations that present themselves to you and take those in deeply. For example, your hands. There's so much there. And you can also zoom out and take it all in. And just for a little while of quiet, explore your own body and the sensations that are given to you in this moment. And you may notice that beyond the mere physical sensations, there are sensations of energy or emotion, places in your body that either feel tight, constricted, or any number of words to describe those sensations, or places where it feels energetic, alive, open. Taking that in as well, along with all the physical sensations of your being. And then seeing if it's possible for you to collect your awareness and bring it to the sensations associated with your breath. If you breathe through your nose, there's sensations in the nose. And there's also sensations in the abdomen and chest as the breath fills and empties from this space in your body. And as you pay attention to your breath, your thoughts may pull you away. And once you notice that, just notice where your thoughts have taken you. And then gently return to your breath. And it may really help you to focus on your breath by counting. Breathing in, 1. Breathing out, 1. Breathing in, 2. Breathing out, 2. And noticing how the sensations of breath are one event with many aspects. Each breath in, an experience of receiving without much effort what's being given to you in this moment. Each breath out, a letting go and an emptying, ready to receive more. And if you wish, you can stay with this practice of attention to breath or return to it whenever you wish. And if you wish, you may follow me in a practice of exploring gratitude. And I'd invite you to bring the word grateful or gratitude into your awareness as a question with no pressure. And as you hold that word, questioning deep inside the gratitude that may spontaneously bubble up in your awareness. Life is a constant receiving and a constant opening to what comes next, just like each breath. So spending some time with yourself, exploring gratitude as it arises spontaneously in your awareness, as you query inside with that simple word, grateful. Coming back to the breath, the sense of receiving and opening, And maybe once again dropping into your being the word gratitude or grateful. And seeing what arises in your awareness as you hold that. In this practice of cultivating gratitude, we may discover that the things given to us might not be fully received until they're appreciated. And a sense of gratitude can take us to that place where we really are receiving without effort what comes to us. Allowing us to let go of so much striving. Even receiving the mystery of our own being with a grateful, open awareness. Maybe this also helps us be aware that the difficulty that's given to us is part of opening us up to greater gifts that come our way. That's a hard thing to appreciate and very real. So thank you for spending some time together, and I hope you have a wonderful day. Here in Kansas City, it looks like it's sunny and beautiful. Warming up and spring is happening, and the migratory birds are coming through. Orioles and rose-breasted grosbeaks and all kinds of little winged birds that we only see once, a season. So if you get out, listen, you may hear some songs that you might not be used to. And that's kind of the way life is. It gives us different things at different times. So that's what I'm appreciating today, just one small thing. Also appreciating a sense of connection between all of us. It's hard to even grasp how connected we are and how important it is that we stay aware of that. Even when connections are difficult and painful and sometimes have hard truths to be told. Have a great day. I'll be here back tomorrow, hopefully at 7 a.m. Bye.